Yeah. If you fuck with winning, put your lighters to the sky. How could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with that bullshit.
What's up guys, it's D-Han. Today I'm going to be bringing you another signature styles video. There's been a couple patches since the last time I've updated this, and I have changed my signature styles around a little bit, also my dunks. So I thought I'd go ahead and make an updated video on it. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first one that I want to start off with is going to be jump shots. I've had quite a few people ask me what jump shot I use, and so that's the way I want to touch it first. The jump shot that you can see here is John Wall. I've actually used this one since day one or shortly after the game released. It's always been pretty smooth for me, and for some reason any other jump shots just broken to me. I don't know why. John Wall just works for me. The release is easy, and it floats up high enough where it doesn't get blocked that often. Also, it's just a plain John Wall shot. It's not a jump shot creator one. Free throw is free throw 4. It's just fast, and I mean it's easy to hit. Contested shots, I don't really shoot contested shots, but I use Steph Curry because the release is pretty simple, and it gets off pretty quick. Dribble pull-ups, I use Elite 12. I also use Elite 12 on my shot creator, but Elite 12 to me is the best dribble pull-up that you can use. Also, one thing that a lot of people don't know is your jump shot, your plain jump shot, the form is also going to alter the way that the dribble pull-up actually pulls up. So the mixture between John Wall and Elite 12 is a perfect combination. And then spin jumpers, I don't usually use spin jumpers because I'm not a shot creator with this account, or with this player, sorry, but I use Steph Curry on this one. I don't know what I use on the other one though, sorry. Hop jumpers, I use normal too because I do a lot of combos with hop jumpers, and I believe this is the fastest one in my opinion. I can hit a lot of combos out of it. Now another one that a lot of people use is, I believe, normal 14. So between normal 14 and normal 2, it's a pretty good hop jumper. Now for post fades, I don't usually use post fades unless I'm just messing around, but for the post fade I use Michael Jordan. To me it creates enough space and it just gets the shot off fast enough that I could possibly hit it. Same thing with post hooks, I only use them when I'm messing around, and to me classic sky hook looks cool. And then for post hop shots, shimmy shots and protect shots, I don't use those, so I don't really change those. So if you have one that you prefer, just go ahead and slap it on, and then run with that one. I don't use them, so I can't really tell you what to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to dunks and layups. My dunks and layups are pretty simple. I use these because they're just fast and they don't really get blocked very much. The cradle dunks, the only one I don't like is the one that he carries it in his arm, like in his armpit, and he runs at like a mile an hour, because that one does get blocked. But the rest of the cradle dunk package is pretty good. Straight arm tomahawks, a lot of people wonder why I use those. They think that tomahawks get blocked quite often, which they do, but the straight arm, it doesn't reach as far back and it doesn't reach as far as to the side to make it easy to get blocked. Also, he slams it down super quick, so if they're trying to block it, they have to have really good reaction time, or they just have to sit there and spam triangle like most people do. But most of the time you will dunk this one and it doesn't really get blocked. The best way to use it is actually just to hold it up on your joystick. So he does the frontward one where he just slams it down stupid fast. Quick drop off 1, I use it because, I mean, it says it in the name, it's quick. It doesn't really get blocked, and it's a good frontward dunk. The one everybody knows, the ones that you reach out in front of you to dunk it, they get blocked less often because there's nothing pulling back behind you for them to swat it from behind or the side. So I definitely recommend quick drop off ones. And then the baselines, I use the baseline dunks because they're overpowered. They don't get blocked and they're hard to tell which way you're going to go. So if you don't have the baseline dunks in your arsenal, you are missing out. You need to add them to your dunk packages like now. Layups, I think everybody uses Jamal Crawford. I can't really think of another layup other than Russell Westbrook that people use. It's flashy and it takes a little bit to get up there, so it makes people jump quite often. And also the release is nice and you get green lights more often for some reason. Alley-oop dunks, I use alley-oop 2. I don't really care for alley-oop 1, and I mean alley-oop 2 is just for flash. I mean there's really nothing significant about it. I think I use it because it just seems like it's more powerful. And then of course contact dunks, I can't use those because I'm a playmaker. So let's go ahead and get into dribble moves. ISO crossover, I use Elite 1. I'm probably not the best person to go to when it comes to the ISO crossover. The reason is because I don't use it going up the court, and I use the crossover size up combo anyways. So I use Elite 1, and if you have one that you prefer, go ahead and run with that one. That one would probably be better. Now behind the backs, I use normal 4. Reason is because it's fast. I believe it's the fastest one out of the behind the backs, that you won't lose the ball easily. And also when you throw it behind you, he gives it a little bit of range, so you can change your direction pretty quick, and it throws defenders off pretty easily. Also, when you mix this in with the behind the back, or momentum behind the back, it seems to break ankles quite often. So as far as behind the backs, I definitely recommend normal 4. ISO spins, I don't really use ISO spins unless I'm doing an ISO spin to a hop step backwards, and for Elite 4, I believe it's the fastest one, and it creates enough spin to throw them off, if that's the way I want to word it. I don't know, it fakes a lot of people out, and you can actually fully spin, and it will fake people out. I know a guy I run with, shout out to JC, he uses elite spins, or he uses ISO spins, sorry, quite often, and he'll blow past his defender. I just use them to go into hop steps. So if you have one that you like better, I mean, it doesn't really matter. These don't really catch that many ankles, so pick whichever one you like, but I do recommend Elite 4. And ISO hesitations, normal 1, that's pretty basic. I don't know anybody that uses anything other than normal 1, so definitely go with normal 1. Rhythm dribbles, I use Elite 1. I like it because you can speed boost out of it, and also has that crossover animation where he goes back and forth a couple times, and you can actually speed boost out of any direction. And if you can also speed boost out of the opposite direction, so if you put it in your right hand and you want to run left, he will speed boost to left. So it's pretty versatile, and with that crossover animation, it's hard for the defenders to tell which way you're going to go with it. Let's see, basic size ups, I use Elite 5. I don't know why I use Elite 5. I don't really do basic size ups. Usually if I do basic size up, it's to mix in with a hop step, or a behind the back. So if you have one that you like better or creates more space, you go ahead and use that one. It's just not part of my arsenal, and I don't really know anybody that really uses size ups like that. Hesitation inside and out, Bledsoe is my favorite. To me, it opens up a bigger window for combos for me. Of course, everybody has their own set of combos that they like to use. Everybody has their own style and everything like that, and for me, Bledsoe works. Like I said, it just opens up more combos for me. And then also Kemba Walker's a good one. That one a lot of people use, so I would definitely choose between Kemba Walker and Bledsoe. And then your cross up size over combo, I use Derrick Rose, and the reason I use Derrick Rose is because it's the fastest. And the other ones, just I usually end up getting into a hesitation because they're too slow for me. So I definitely either recommend Derrick Rose or Kyrie Irving. Those are my 2 favorite, but for me, I use Derrick Rose. Between the leg size up combo, I use Kyle Lowry's for the exact same reason as Derrick Rose's. Kyle Lowry's is just really fast, and I can blast off into a bunch of different combos with it. In fact, a lot of people use Kyle Lowry's or Jamal Crawford's, and the reason I don't use Jamal Crawford is because of the behind the back that he does. He does that behind the back, and I'll end up losing the ball quite often, or it takes too long for me to combo out of it, and makes it just too predictable. So if you prefer Jamal Crawford, that's still a good one. Also, Kobe Bryant is a good one. Kobe Bryant's pretty good size up, especially if you could do the spam, which I don't know if you could still do the spam since I've stopped using Kobe Bryant's. So for me, definitely use either Jamal Crawford or Kyle Lowry. Those are going to be the 2 best in my opinion. So now, as far as behind the back size up combos, I use John Wall, and it's the same reason I use Derrick Rose and Kyle Lowry. It's pretty close to the ground, and it's pretty fast. Now Derrick Rose is also a really good one, but it's a little too quick for me. The John Wall is basically the same. It just gives you just a split second more for you to kind of decide on what you want to do. So I mean, if you have your combos down packed and you know what you want to do, definitely go with Derrick Rose, because it's going to be a lot faster and you can hit your combos off really quick. But if you want one that's really quick and you want just a split second more time to decide on what you want to do, John Wall. Those are going to be the 2 best in my opinion. So these are going to be the signature styles, dunks, and shots that I use. they're pretty simple and pretty easy to do. Especially, I'm not an elite dribbler or anything like this, but this is what helps me learn, and this is what helps me do really well. Actually, I feel like I'm a pretty good dribbler at this point. So other than that, guys, that's about it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, just leave them down in the comment section below, and I get notifications on my phone, so I'll give you an answer as soon as possible. And other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Gassed up shorty, said I need my 40, pull up to the party, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gassed up shorty, said I